Okay, so I hope functions are over, right? And you know how to pass arguments to a function, how to call it, how to pass arguments, everything, right? Okay, second. So now we'll see some functions. Okay, what we'll do, we'll have two things, two important things. First thing is whatever function I create will have some arguments. That means some arguments will be passed. It will be not like function sum and it is just like function print and it is just print hello world. It is not taking any argument, right? Will not have any function like that. Whatever function we'll create now will have some argument. Some parameters will always be there. Okay. And second thing is every function will be returning some value. Okay. Now let me show you. I'll take a small example where we don't have any parameters as well as we don't have any return value. So how does that look like? So functions. So we have a file here. Okay. Now let me create a function. Function print. Okay. Console.log of hello. Okay. If you observe this function, what is happening here? It is not having any parameters here, isn't it? And it is not even returning any value. How do you know that it is not returning anything? It is not having the return keyword. One return statement should be there. Okay. If the return statement is not there, the function doesn't return anything. Okay. So, and one more way, and here we can see only one line of code is there. So we can directly just by seeing the function, we can say that there is no return statement. But if there are a lot of statements here, suppose this is having 150 lines of code inside a function, how do you know whether it is returning something or not? You can't check it, like you can't go to every line and see whether return statement is there or not, right? So how can I do that? I can do something like this. I can have a variable where x is equal to, I'll call the function here, where x equal to print. Okay, and then if I do console.log of print, okay, and just check. So here you can see, oh sorry, did I do some mistakes? So let me write something like this here, where x is equal to this. Okay, and here I'll write instead of print x. Now see, we are getting this hello. Why is this hello coming? This is coming because of this statement. Okay, and we are getting one undefined. What is this? This is the return value. Okay, so there is no return statement. That's why we are not getting any return value in the output. Okay, okay, fine. Now so what we'll try to do is we have already done the if else questions, we have already done loops questions, and we have already done arrays questions. Okay, so I'll pick some of these questions and try to solve those problems using functions where each function will be having some parameters and as well as some return value. Okay. Okay, fine. So how do I convert this function into that kind of thing? So I can write here y. I have a parameter here in the function definition, and here console.log of y. And while calling the function, I have to pass the argument. So I write here hello. Okay. In a function definition, I have a parameter which I want to print it inside a function. And while calling it, I just need to pass it as an argument. So now save this, go to the browser and reload. See, I got here hello. Again, it is not returning anything. So instead of doing console.log, I can write here a return y. Okay. So now instead of that undefined, I'm getting the hello. Okay. So this is the return value of the function. So whatever questions we'll be doing, we have to do in this way. We need to have one parameter here, and we have to have the return statement here. This is known as the return statement. This word is known as the return keyword. Okay. Okay, fine. Now let's start doing some of them. So let's say we have a question: write a program to check a number is a factor of 84 or not. Okay. So tell me a number. I want to check that. Any number. Tell me. Huh? 24. Okay. We'll check whether 24 is a factor of 84 or not. Okay. So what do I do in the function? Fact of 84. Okay. The name of the function is fact of 84. Remember, don't write these numbers in the beginning. Okay. So the same rules apply here. What it is applied for variable names. In variables, you can't create a variable name using a starting with a number. Okay. You can write ABC 1 2 3, but you can't write 1 2 3 ABC. Okay. Same thing will happen here as well. So this y, in this y we will pass 24. Okay. And here we have to write the code for that. So what do I write? If 84% y is the value, right? Equal to 0, then return. So whenever we were using console.log, we have to change that to return now. Okay, return true. Okay, or you can return a string as well. So let me write return true only. After that I will show you that. And else return false. Okay, and then here I have to write x of 24. So this 24 will be passed to this y, and accordingly the calculation would be done. Saved it and reload. So I got false here. If I write 3, false. Oh, sorry, I didn't write. True. Okay. So this is how parameter is to be passed. Now, but this return statement, you can using this return statement, you can return any kind of data type. It's not like only true, false, or something, or some values. It's not like that. You can return a string as you can write like this. It is a factor of 84, and here it is not a factor of 84. Okay, if I do like this, I'll get as a string. I'll get the return value as a string. Okay, so remember this syntax. You have to remember this syntax. If you don't put this value, if you don't write like this, what will happen? The function will be called, the value will be not stored. Value will not be stored. You have to store it somewhere. Okay, when the function is not returning anything, it is passing undefined to the x. But now what is happening? whatever return value is there, it is passing it to the value that is variable. Okay, and the moment this return statement is called, whatever lines are after this, it will not get executed. Okay, that means return, what is the function of return? It returns a value and stops the function. It will always stop the function. After return statement, whatever you write, it will never execute. Okay, here if I write console.log of hello, so this thing, even if this condition is satisfied, you will not get hello. See, okay, so this line will not execute, because why? Because the return statement has stopped the function. Okay, fine. Now then write a program to check a number is having 4 units place or not. Okay, so what do I do for that? Same way you have to call. Okay, so I make this as, let's say, check, and I have to call it as check. Okay, what number you want to check? Just tell me a number. 223. So I should get false, right? I'm checking 4 is at units place or not. Okay, so okay, so what do I do? If y mod 10 equal to so y mod 10 equal to 4, then return true. Okay, else return false, right? So save it, and I got false. If I write here 224, I get true. Okay, so this is how you have to write. Then let's see some loops questions. So yeah, so let me say print all the even numbers between 1 to 10. Then so print even okay, and here you can remove this part as well. Whatever questions we are doing till now, that name is not necessary. That is how we what to say, we give a name to the function when we want to call it direct, but here we are not calling it direct. What we are doing, we are assigning that function to a variable and then calling it so that we can get the return value. Okay, so in this case, print even itself is becoming the name of the function, isn't it? Even if I'm having some name here, a b c or something, but we are calling it as print event, right? So print event has become the name of the function. So that means we can avoid this part one. Okay, right, both are correct. I'm not saying anything is wrong. Okay, you can do both way. No one will say that anything is wrong. Okay, okay, so now what was our objective? Our objective is to print the even numbers from 1 to 10. So I'll have a for loop for where I is equal to 0, I less than equal to, so okay, you put it as 1, here 10, I plus plus. So so here if you write return, what will happen? Where it will stop where? So suppose I write here return I. Now tell me what will happen? Sorry,
Done.
not return 1. I have to write return I. Okay. It stop at 1, and after that it will never continue. Okay, it will not go from 1 to 10. Just check this. If I do print even, what do I get? I'm getting only 1. Okay, so here you can't write the return I. Okay, so you know already array dot push already done or not? Done, right? Okay, so what I can do here, I can do a small thing like where ar is equal to empty array. Okay, I can do here er dot push I. What will happen here? Can you tell me? What will happen in the loop? To the array, right? First time it will push the 1, second time 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will add everything to the array. Okay, but we are not getting the array. So now we have to do the write the return statement. So this time, earlier what we did, in the first example we returned one true false, then we returned string. Now we return an array. Let's see what happens. So this loop is starting here and ending here, right? After that, after this loop has completed, what will the array contain? It will contain numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so here I write return what? AR is the array, isn't it? If I return Y, it will print 1 and actually what will be the value of Y at that point? So actually we don't need the Y here. This is a function with no parameters, only with return state. Okay, I'll show you with the same example. Just after this example, I'll show you with parameter. Okay, now let me print only 1 to 10. Okay, now see here what I'll do, I'll return AR. What is AR? AR is the array that contains 1 to 10. Okay, so print even, and we are not checking it, right? We need to check it as well. Okay, let me write only print now. We'll do the print even later on. So print. Okay, save it, go to the browser, reload. See, I got the array from 1 to 10, isn't it? Now let's say in the function call, I want to pass a limit up to what I want to print. Suppose I want to print 1 to 50, 1 to 20, 1 to 30. That 30, 50, 20 value, I want to pass it as an argument. Then what to do? What I can do? Then suppose I want to print from 1 to 20. The 20 I have passed in the argument. So this 20 will become here Y, isn't it? So I will be less than or equal to Y. So according to that, it will print the value. So yeah, everything is fine. So it printed 1 to 20. It stored each value in the array and printed it. Okay. Now we can check for the even number. So what we'll do? We'll write here if I mod 2 to 0, only then push, otherwise don't push. Right? So this array will contain only even numbers. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so this is how you have to pass arguments in the function call, and also you have to return it. If you don't return it, you will not get anything. So if you don't pass this thing, you will get undefined. Okay, fine. Now what next can be seen? So, okay. Mm, So you can see print the reverse of a number using for loops, using functions. Okay. So let me name it as a reverse. Okay. Then here a reverse. And what number I will pass? Let's say 8523. Oh, sorry. 8523. Okay. Now, so are you already complete? Have you already completed reverse of a string? Done, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Hmm. So this, what will this y contain? 8523. Okay. So I'll have the while loop. While. So first thing is I need to write the same piece of code what we wrote there. Okay. Here first we have the number, isn't it? Where num is equal to what? Y. Will not use the number here inside the function. We always use it as a parameter. So where num equal to y. Then where sum is equal to 0. Anything else we have? Where rem, remainder. Now we'll run the while loop. While num greater than 0. What are the things we have to do? First we have to separate the digits. Okay. So where not where rem is equal to num mod 10. It will get the last digit, that is 3. Then what we have to do? Then we have to store it. So sum is equal to sum into sum plus rem into 10. Is it 0 plus 3 into 10? 30. Okay. Then num is equal to parse int of num by 10. Okay. First time 3 came, then it will become 30. Sum will become 30. Next time 852 will come, 2, and then 2 into 10 is 20. 20 plus 30. Okay, I think something is wrong here. Okay, let's see. No problem. So after this loop is complete, what will happen? Sum into 10 plus remainder. Okay, fine. Now while this loop is complete, after the loop is complete, where is the value stored? Sum. So what we have to do? Return the sum, isn't it? So after the loop is complete, return sum. Okay, 8523 is the original value, so I should get here 3258. We got the reverse, right? Now, so let me check with some other number, 7845. So I should get 5487, right? Then what about a reverse of a string? Suppose I pass a string here, a race car. Okay, I have a string here. So I want to get the reverse of this. Then what do I do? So we need to have this string is equal to, string is to be stored somewhere, right? Y. String is in y, isn't it? Str is equal to y. Then where new str is equal to empty string, and then we can run the for loop where I is equal to y0. What we do for the reverse of a string? We have to start from the last, right? Isn't it? Hmm? So starting, what you will do? So what will be the procedure if we start?
I equal to 1.
Hmm. 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 If you take from starting, how will it be the reverse? Hmm. So let's say ABC. Hmm. 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 So it will be A. Hmm. It will take B. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so you are doing it in that way. Okay, fine. So we'll see the both ways. Okay, so where I equal to 0, I less than or equal to str dot length minus 1 and I plus plus. Okay, then new str is equal to new str plus what? Hmm? Okay. If you start from beginning, it will be different, right? Okay, so let me first write that condition str dot length minus 1 and it will go up to I greater than equal to 0. Okay, so I minus minus and str is equal to new str plus what? Str of I. Okay, so after the loop is complete, what will happen? It will be stored in new str. So return new str. Okay, so let me write here A B C D. I got here D C B A. Okay, and what about the other logic? If we start from 0, what will happen here? Less than or equal to str dot length minus 1 and I plus plus, and here what we'll do is str of I plus new str. Okay, fine, save it. What brother DCBA, we got the same thing. Okay, so this is a palindrome string. Okay, so I'm getting the same in the output. Okay, so this is your assignment. What you have to do, you know already how to find whether a string is palindrome or not, isn't it? So you have to write the function. So note it down. First question is you have to write write a function to check whether a string is palindrome or not. Okay, that is question number 1. Question number 2 is write a function to find the reverse of a number or string. Okay, we know how to find the reverse of a number, we know how to find the reverse of a string, but I want a function. Here I may give string. If I give string, string reverse should come. If I give number, number reverse should come. So I will you give anything. See, if I give 1 2 3 4, I should get the output as 4 3 2 1. If I give the argument as 4 5 6 3 4 6 3, the output should be 3 6 4. But if I give KLJ, I should get JLK. Okay, what you have to do, you do. I won't give any hint. But the function, when I should be able to pass number as well as string. If I give number, it should give me number reverse of that number. If I give string, it should give me reverse of that string. Okay, both the logics are different, so you have to do according. Okay, so not two arguments, single argument, always single argument. Single argument, and here anything can be passed. Okay, so write a function to find the reverse of a number or string according to the provided argument. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so these are the two things you have to do. Okay, done. So for the first time, when we are passing numbers, when we are passing a number, what it should do, it should find a reverse and it will return that number, isn't it? When a string is passed, it will reverse the string and return that string. Okay, remember those things. And only one argument, not two. Okay, okay, fine. Then what else we have? Okay, so your work is to, so these are some, these things I have given just what it is called extra questions, but you have to do all this for leave the loop, what it's called, leave the if else, but loops, whatever questions were discussed till now, all the questions should be done with function. Okay, everyone should be returning some value. Okay, so all these questions, please do it with functions. Okay, I'll discuss some array questions. Okay, so now what will happen? So in the first case, that is the if else, in the if else, whatever we have done, we were checking a number, isn't it? So the argument was always a number, isn't it? Here we have seen in the loops, here also we are passing numbers, but I have given one, we have seen one string as well, passing a string. And we have seen in the return statement also, we can return number, string, array, anything, isn't it? The same way, in the argument also, we can pass number, string, as well as array. So now what we'll do, we'll pass array in the argument. Okay, and we'll get whatever output we want according to the question. Okay, so in arrays, what we have, so let's say print all values using a for loop. That means print all array values. How to do that? Using a function. So what we'll do, all these things. So reverse of one array, I can write it here as well. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 9. Let's see, I'm passing an array directly to the function call. So print all. So what will be there in y? The whole array will be in y. So for where I is equal to 0, I less than equal to y dot length minus 1 and I plus plus. See, when there is a requirement, there is a need to store the value, we will store it. But when there is no need, we don't need to store it. Here there is no need. to store the value, but in some places you may need to store it, then you store it. Okay. Okay. In reverse of string, reverse of number also, you see whether without storing it will work or not. If it is working without storing the value, then no need, right? Where num equal to y, that part is not needed, no? If it is not necessary. Okay, fine. Now what I'll write here? Console.log of. So here I am not returning anything. Okay, console.log of what? If I print I will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y of I. Okay. So here I have to write the function name. Okay, save it, go to the browser, reload. So what happened here? Uncaught reference error, I is not defined. So where is the problem? Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, and we are getting an undefined. Why is that? Return value, because there is no return statement, so that's why we are getting undefined. Okay, fine. Then we can do this in a different way also. Suppose this array we don't know. This array is supposed stored in some other value, where AR is equal to, this is the array, let's say 12, 34, 23, 56, 29, and 80. Then what do I do? In the print all function, what I will pass? AR directly. So what will happen? The whole array will be passed to the function. Save it, reload. We got all the way. Okay, like this. Then, so these things you try on your own. Okay, just some conditions will be there, isn't it? Then so for the given array, search if the given number is there in an array or not. Okay, so if I pass 34, I should get true. If I pass 26, I should get false. So how do I do that? So let me take this array itself. So where AR is equal to this array, and I think so is present of array. Is present is the name, function name I want to give. Okay, so this AR I am passing directly to the function. So Y will contain AR, and then here what we have to do, here I have to check if, now see there's a problem here. So we need the array and also what? See the question, what do we need for the true or false will be the output, but input, what is the input we want to give? So that means we need to pass the array as well as one value. That means we need two arguments here. Are you getting it? We'll pass the array, along with the array I'll pass 23 or 34, so that it will check, it will take that number and check in that array it is present there or not. Okay, so what do I do here? So what is the first number I want to check? It is 34. Okay, so I'll try to pass AR comma 34, isn't it? Or I can store it in another variable where num is equal to 34. Then I can do here num, isn't it? So what are the values passed to the is present function? AR and num. AR is the whole array, num is 34. Okay, so here what I'll have, A comma B, or properly if you write array comma number. When we create functions in real time in projects and all, we give proper names. We don't write x, y. Okay, we give proper variable name. Which one? This one is the parameter. In the function definition, whatever is there. See, if you point your mouse here, it will tell you it is parameter. These are arguments. Okay, arguments are passed while calling the function. So now here we are passing these two arguments, and here we are having array and number. Now what will happen? For where I equal to 0, I less than equal to what? Array dot length minus 1 I plus plus. Now if array of I equal to what? Number. If it is matching, then return true. Okay. And if I write the else condition, what will happen now? It will print false for each of the non-matching values. So here we are not checking for each number, right? What is the question? The question is, if I give 34, I should get true. That's it. I am not saying 54 is there or not, 10 is there or not. We're not checking all those things, isn't it? So I want only one output, that is true. That means this code is enough. We don't need the else condition. Okay. The moment it will get the true, it will stop there. When we used, see, earlier we used the, we have written the same program. False also, but what will happen? Okay. We'll see that. So else return false, but we did it in a different way. Do you remember? We had a count and then we were checking. So we're getting false. Why? Why? Tell me. Can you tell me that? No. Why am I getting the output as false? My question is that. There's so many things in this question actually. First, tell me why I am getting the answer as false. Just see loop by loop. So first time, what is the value? 23, and it went to the else condition. But there is a return statement. Return will stop the function there itself. It will not continue with 34, 54 and all those things. It will stop the function. Okay. But if I write here 23, what will happen? True, and it will stop. It will not check the other things. So now see this, I'm getting true. So when earlier we were doing the same thing using console.log. Earlier, console.log of true, console.log of false. In that case, what was happening? First time it got true, okay, but even then it was checking for the other things. It will give you false, 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 or something, right? If it is true, it will give true. But here, what is happening? The first time it is matching, stop. Okay. Now, so in this situation, what we can do? We can keep a count of that, whatever we were doing earlier. So if the match, if the thing is matching, so here I'll have a where count is equal to 0. If the number is matching, I just do count plus plus. Okay. Else do nothing. There is no else. Okay. Here I just need to check the count value. If count greater than 0, return true. Else, if it is not greater than 0, return false. Now this program will work perfectly fine. So now let's check that. So here let me put 34. I will not get false, right? So I'm getting, oh, again false. So what is happening? What is happening? Okay, I have written it inside the false. After the for loop, I put it I go true. Okay. Now if I put here in num, if I put 99, I get false. Okay. Done. So here, can any an assignment be given? 7. Not what? Want to check for 7. Okay. True. Okay. Fine. So this way you can check whether number is there or not. Okay. So you continue these questions, and so similarly, where was I? Yeah, here. So similarly, these things can also be found. So print the total number of times an array element is found in the array. So that is like the count on. Okay. Fine. Then this forget these yellow colored ones. Okay, these yellow colored ones are not needed. Some questions you can do actually. So write a program to store an array into another array. Okay, AR is there, BR is there, and then you have to push it. How that can be done? So I have one array AR. Okay, and I'll have one BR, empty array. So here I'll pass AR and BR. Okay, then in the question, what is to be done? What is the question? Store. So I'll name it as store. Okay, just give me 1 second. So store, the function name is store. So how do I do that? We have the AR, right? So I'll name it as array 1, array 2. So the values will be stored in which array? See the question. BR. See, input is this and this. Output should be in BR. The number should be stored. Okay. How it is to be done? So we'll first loop the AR. Okay. So for loop for where I is equal to 0, I less than is equal to array 1 dot length -1, and then I plus plus. So what I have to do is I have to take each value and push it to BR. Are you getting it? So BR, what is not BR? Array 2 dot push what? What I? I is 0. Array 1 of I. Isn't it? That is the first array. Array 1 of I means for the first time 23. So 23 will be pushed to array 2. Okay. So this way, this will be done. Now see. And okay, let me show you what will happen now. So this way, what will happen? Array 2 will have the whole thing. Array 1 values. Now, okay, it is there. Now I can return the array 2, I will get it. But I don't want array 2. I want all the values in BR. What I can do? After the loop is complete, I can do something like, so these things I can write at the top, right? It is better to write at the top. Even if you write below, it is okay. Hoisting is there. There is a concept called hoisting. It will go up. Okay, but should write it below. Okay. So now what I'll do is, so after the loop is complete, BR is equal to array 2, isn't it? And return BR. Array 2 whole array is passed to BR, and then we are returning the BR. Okay. So width and below. Okay. Even if I don't do this, what will happen if I don't write a console.log? If I simply call this, oh, so it is not getting printed. The value is there. It is not getting printed. Okay, fine. So this way we can get the BR. Okay, fine. Okay. So remaining questions you can do. Okay. So increment 5% for all the salaries in a given array. These things also can be done. Okay. Okay. So now your task is to complete all the things whatever you have done till now. Forget about the if else. I think if else whatever I have shown, that is enough. Okay. So no need to spend too much time on that. So other things like loops and arrays of objects as well. Okay. Complete as fast as possible. So all these things should be done with function, every question. So once you do that, you will have total control over the return statement, the arguments and parameters. Once that is complete, you can do anything. Actually, in real time, whatever applications are there, everything is on functions. Everything is running on functions. Whatever you do, everything is function. Whenever you click, whenever you do something, go back, go forward, go next, click, login, everything is just function. Okay, so that's why functions are very necessary. Without function, nothing is there. Once you are comfortable with a return statement and arguments, that means you are ready for Angular or React actually. Okay. Okay, then I'll end it here. Tomorrow we'll see some things on more array methods. That is array methods. Those are array methods, callback functions, as well as return value. Okay, we'll combine those three things and we'll see some. Okay, so I'll end it for now.